The darkness lifts to reveal the Audi RS5 Sportback in a menacing low-angle shot. The car is finished in a matte, deep...
Here we see the signature matrix LED lighting design. The sharp LEDs provide a striking contrast against the matte gray paint and the gloss black grille trim.
The iconic red rhombus of the RS badge stands out, establishing the high-performance pedigree of this vehicle.
The aggressive design isn't just for aesthetics. This intake, working in conjunction with the carbon fiber splitter below, channels air precisely around the wheels.
The deliberate sculpting of the front bumper emphasizes the vehicle's commanding presence on the road.
From this front three-quarter view, the extended hood and the sleek Sportback roofline truly stand out, emphasized by the studio lighting on this metallic green finish.
Looking at the side profile, the athletic proportions are immediately apparent. The black trim provides a sharp contrast to the matte green bodywork, emphasizing the low stance.
What truly stands out is the integration of the carbon ceramic braking system, highlighted perfectly by this intricate Y-spoke wheel design.
Notice the tight wheel fitment within the fender. The thin sidewall and these excellent Audi ceramic brakes really complete the performance look.
This piece of black trim runs along the bottom of the doors, grounding the design and adding to the aggressive aesthetic. The refueling process is straightforward thanks to the capless system. Note the recommended fuel specs listed inside the flap before closing it securely.
Moving to the rear running gear. The wheel design matches the front, however the brake rotor here is steel with a wave design differing from the front carbon ceramics.
Appreciating the full side profile really highlights the Sportback silhouette. The sloping roofline tapers elegantly, giving the car a sense of speed even while stationary.
Moving to the rear, the illuminated red LEDs create a seamless light signature across the width. The gloss. Notice how the taillight animation draws your eye down to the aggressive diffuser. The quad exhausts complete the motorsport-inspired look. The light bar design integrates seamlessly into the trunk line. And here we have the blacked-out RS5 emblem, a subtle nod to its performance credentials.
Notice the precision in these LED elements. The light signature here is sharp, defining the vehicle's rear profile with a clean, futuristic aesthetic.
Moving to the rear, we examine the exhaust system. Note the integrated butterfly valve, which actuates now, controlling the acoustics.
The gloss black trim around these functional vents highlights the aggressive lines and wide hips of the RS model. It connects seamlessly down to the diffuser.
This gloss black lip spoiler is a subtle yet crucial aerodynamic touch. It contrasts beautifully with the vibrant green paintwork. At the rear, the full-width LED light bar emphasizes the car's stance.
The rear hatch lifts electrically, revealing a spacious cargo area. The opening is wide, typical of the Sportback body style.
Looking into the trunk, the carpet is black and clean, metal tie-down points glint in the corners. It's practical storage for a high-performance car. This aggressive diffuser design isn't just for looks, it actively channels air from under the car. And these quad exhaust tips frame the assembly perfectly.
Close-up on the trunk lid. The matte green paint has a subtle sheen, diffusing the light rather than reflecting it sharply. The relationship between the wheel, the arch, and the C-pillar gives it a planted look. As we follow the side profile, the lines are incredibly clean.
As my hands trace this elegant character line, you can appreciate how the design integrates the door handles seamlessly into the bodywork.
Returning to the front, you can really appreciate the aggressive face of this car. The Matrix headlights are dark and technical, perfectly integrated into the design.
This mechanical lift mechanism feels incredibly solid and substantial. As I pull it upwards, the latch releases smoothly.
Storage is generous here in the door pocket. The materials feel high quality, extending down to the brushed aluminum trim and the illuminated sill plate. As you can see right here on the sidewall, these Michelin Pilot Sport tires confirm the high grip compound feature Sears. The hood is open. The engine bay is packed tight. A large plastic engine cover with silver and red accents. And here we have the engine bay. It's exceptionally clean and well organized, maintaining that aggressive, predatory look even with the hood open.
Moving inside, the tactile quality of the materials is immediately apparent. The Alcantara and leather feel superb,
This brushed aluminum trim leads us directly to the Bang & Olufsen speaker grille. The detail and the craftsmanship is matched only by the clarity of the audio.
The electronic seat adjustment buttons here allow for precise control. We can quickly recline the backrest and then use this switch to glide the seat forward or back. The camera pans to the rear seats. They are black leather with honeycomb stitching. The seat belts are a striking yellow-green, matching the exterior stitching accents.
Lifting the center armrest reveals this shallow storage cubby. The surrounding trim is a durable matte plastic, functional and clean.
The design of this cockpit is driver-focused. The materials feel exceptional, especially this Alcantara wheel, and the digital displays are sharp. Here in the footwell, the gleaming stainless steel pedals really stand out against the black mat, which features this distinct RS embroidery.
We start here with the driver-focused digital cockpit and MMI display. The seamless integration across the dashboard is evident.
The glass is frameless, adding to the coupe-like aesthetic of the Sportback.
This is the driver's perspective. The tactile feel of the Alcantara steering wheel is matched only by the precision of these controls.
With the ignition now engaged, the digital instrument cluster sweeps to life, centering the runway design tachometer as the warning lights calibrate.
It is important to note this warning regarding the stabilization control sport mode, which explicitly states restricted stability.
And here on the central screen, the 3D rendering gives us a perfect overview of the vehicle's exterior in real time.
This steering wheel is wrapped in high-quality Alcantara with contrasting stitching. You'll also notice the black Audi rings and the distinctive RS badge. The virtual cockpit displays the tire pressure monitoring system status. As you can see, the pressure can only be accurately measured above 25 kilometers per hour.
A high-angle shot of the engine bay. The twin-turbo piping and the red stripe on the engine cover suggest latent power. It is a tightly packaged engineering marvel. This gloss black RS5 badge is a key detail. It looks particularly sinister set against the matte military green paintwork.
And here, from the rear three-quarter perspective, the design truly shines. The way the spoiler integrates with the taillights is simply masterful.
Activating the system is seamless, and navigating the new interface is incredibly smooth, allowing us to quickly cycle through the ambient color options right here.
The tactile feedback on these switches is excellent, providing a solid click. The materials feel premium, combining soft-touch plastic.
I appreciate the tactile feel of these buttons for the cabin lights, and looking up, the expansive panoramic glass.
Notice the integration of materials. The glossy carbon fiber flows seamlessly into the Alcantara armrest, highlighted by the contrast stitching. Interacting with the central touchscreen is seamless. When I navigate to the vehicle menu, the system response is exceptionally snappy.
Tapping the calendar icon brings up the daily view. We can then swipe through the other applications seamlessly.
This innovative 3D camera system allows us to check the immediate surroundings by rotating the virtual model, ensuring maximum awareness.
The exterior lighting controls are accessed right here. We can toggle the daytime running lamps and adjust the ambient brightness with a simple swipe.
We'll go ahead and initiate the massage function now. As you can see, the intensity can be adjusted right here on the center screen.
The energy flow visualization highlights how power is distributed to the wheels, maximizing output while maintaining that impressive efficiency rating.
The Audi Drive Select system allows for comprehensive customization. We can adjust the suspension, steering dynamics, and
Selecting the RS monitor gives us real-time data on tire pressure, temperature, and G-forces, essential for track driving. In the driver assist menu, I'll select adaptive cruise control here on the touchscreen, then confirm activation using the steering wheel controls.
The reviewer spins the car graphic on the 3D camera view again, checking the virtual environment for obstacles.
And finally, navigating back to the home screen is seamless, bringing us back to the main menu. The interface remains sleek and highly functional. Notice the integration of technology and luxury materials. The horizontal lines create a sense of width, and this interface is very responsive. Entry is straightforward. This pillarless design significantly enhances the sense of space and allows for exceptionally easy access to the rear seats.
Looking into the rear cabin, the seats are sculpted for two, though a middle belt exists. The legroom looks adequate for a Sportback.
The rear console features these intuitive digital climate controls and adjustable vents, and passengers also have access to the USB charging ports here. We simply pull this tab, and the center armrest folds down smoothly, revealing the integrated cup holders. It secures firmly in place. We'll just push these back in, and with a press of this button, the holders deploy smoothly, ready for use. The mechanism feels incredibly solid. Rear passengers have dedicated climate control access here. We'll raise the temperature from the standard 21 to 22, 23, and finally 24 degrees. The glove box opens smoothly, revealing a soft felt lining and the owner's manuals neatly stored inside. It shuts securely with a dampened thud. We access the ambient lighting through the central display. As I slide my finger across the spectrum, the interior lighting shifts.
The navigation system covers Europe. I'll just use a quick pinch gesture to zoom out, then back in for a closer look at the detailed maps of Germany.
Moving inside, we see the beautifully sculpted sport seats. The RS branding is subtly integrated into the backrest design.
Stepping back now to appreciate the profile. The doors open wide, inviting you into this meticulously crafted interior.
Notice how the doors opening don't detract from the aggressive stance. And this grille in the studio light really highlights the vehicle's dynamic lines.
Opening the door reveals excellent accessibility. Note the angle of the B-pillar, making ingress and egress remarkably easy for a vehicle in this class.
Rear door opens and you can see the window index down just slightly to clear that seal. A nice demonstration of the pillarless design.
The vehicle doesn't just open, it transforms. Watch as the panels articulate, showcasing the future of automotive architecture.
Now that we've reset the scene and the doors are securely closed, let's take a closer look at these aerodynamic lines.
As I trace the roofline, you can appreciate this seamless glass panel. It truly opens up the cabin, letting the light beige interior breathe. We see the dry carbon fiber caps on the side mirrors, matching the rest of the aero kit. The integrated turn signal is neatly tucked into the housing.
The high gloss black finish on this B-pillar is absolutely stunning. As you can see from the reflections of the studio lights, there is zero orange peel.
These black Audi rings and the G3 badge are key. They really emphasize the stealth aesthetic we talked about earlier.
The camera contours the widened rear wheel arch. This box flare is a heritage nod to the original Audi Quattro.
It is also blistered out to accommodate the wider track. From this low angle, the car looks incredibly menacing. The green paint absorbs the studio light, emphasizing the sculpted lines. As we complete the walk around of the front, the integration of the grille mesh and these functional side air curtains is truly impressive.
The moment you grip the wheel, you feel the quality. And the responsiveness of this digital display makes every interaction intuitive.
One last look at the side skirt trim. The gloss black contrast against the matte green is the defining theme of the exterior. And here we have the rear diffuser fins. The design is sharp, distinct, and flawlessly integrated into the sculptured lines of the bumper. Moving across the rear fender here, the light plays beautifully across this matte finish, highlighting the underlying structure. It feels incredibly precise.
The shut lines here are incredibly tight, showcasing the meticulous build quality. The nozzle releases with a precise click and guides back in effortlessly.
What truly defines the rear is this aggressive stance. The design is symmetrical and perfectly planted, highlighted by the LED bar. Detail of the C-pillar and the rear quarter window. The kink in the window line is a classic Audi design element, entered.
And moving to the hood, these distinctive power domes really accentuate the muscular stance of the vehicle, hinting at the performance that lies beneath.
And moving up here, these Quattro-inspired nostrils are a deliberate nod to the Sport Quattro rally car, connecting this design to its heritage.
As we pull back for this final front view, you can see how perfectly centered the car is. It absolutely commands respect.
With its striking silhouette and undeniable presence, the Audi RS5 truly holds its own in this sterile environment. That concludes our review. And that concludes our look at the new hatchback. A truly impressive vehicle that certainly leaves a lasting impression.